It's time for high school sports on the NCW Life Channel. Today's broadcast of high school sports on the NCW Life Channel is presented by Harvest Valley Pest Control, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Les Schwab Tires, Biosports Physical Therapy, Impact Auto Sales, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Town Toyota, Automocha, JDSA Law, and Weinstein Beverage. Now let's go live for all the action of tonight's coverage of high school sports on your home for local sports, the NCW Life Channel.
Welcome back once again here to Wenatchee High School. We're waiting for the boys game to get underway here on the NCW Life Channel. But what do you got? Check 1, 2. Hello. Should be good to go. It's good. Check. We're good? You can hear me okay, Anna? Oh, okay. Sorry about that. We're waiting for the boys game to get underway, waiting for the warm-ups to get underway. And while we're waiting for that to happen, we are talking with Jeremy Anders, the head coach for the Wenatchee bowling team, and some excitement. Jeremy, you guys went on the road yesterday. Unfamiliar place to play districts, but you got her done yesterday.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. We went down there Thursday practice, and our girls came off to a slow pace early on, and then we finished super strong with our last game bowling, the biggest game of the year for anybody. And then our Bakers, we started slow there and finished strong there too. So it was amazing. Jaden Thompson, who's kind of had a down year so far, came out of nowhere, #1 bowler in the district tournament, averages 208 for the district tournament, shot a 262 game, pretty amazing.
So I know it was a tough, difficult place. You guys had to go on the road to do it, and only one team advancing to the state tournament this year, unlike last year where we were able to get two. But your girls were able to come out. That's a big feat for your girls, but that's a steady progression all season long, wasn't it?
Yeah, we knew if we wanted to click, we were going to click right at the district tournament. Come state time, that's the time to really click, and that's what we're doing right now. Our team's getting stronger. Our younger girls who kind of started off as a slow and a struggle, they're really starting to progress big time. Cammie Carter stepped up big for us. Shay Kennedy jumped into our Bakers and stepped up big for us. So all of our team was really stepping up big right at the right moment.
Well, congratulations. Good luck at state.
Thank you.
Too bad Jeremy Anders joining us. We're going to take a break, get you ready for basketball with the boys. Eastmont and Wenatchee coming up next on the NCW Life Channel.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
JDSA Law is a proud sponsor of these local sports broadcasts. They've been serving North Central and Eastern Washington since 1946. For over 70 years, their team of dedicated professionals has delivered quality, innovative legal services. JDSA Law partners with you to provide the finest legal advice and support as you navigate your personal and business challenges, risks, and accomplishments. At JDSA Law, they salute our local athletes and wish them well on another excellent season of competition.
What's your Automocha emergency?
It's a Frappuccino mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate Frappuccino.
Definitely the espresso shakes. My favorite is the mocha Frappitas.
A peach Red Bull.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires. Well, more like Les Schwab alignment and brakes and shocks and wheels and tires. Now, some tire places don't offer all that. They only sell tires. And we're not sure how they sleep at night, because all those services affect things like steering and stopping. That's why we offer more than tires to help keep you safe. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Pre-game
pregame show continues now on the NCW Life channel, and joining me is Eastmont boys head basketball coach George Juarez. And Coach, we visited last night. We talked about last night's game being kind of a trap game because this big rivalry game was tonight. Your team came out a little flat last night, recovered in the second half, and I'm sure they're ready to go here tonight. What did you do that was successful at Town Toyota Center the last time you played Wenatchee that you're hoping to bring here to Wenatchee High School tonight?
You know, one thing we talked about two basic things. One is we cannot be out-rebounded by a lot. We have to at least maintain rebounding, some kind of rebounding advantage. And the other thing is making sure that we take care of small details, like making sure we have our hand up on every shot, which we did really effectively against our guards. So those were the two main things we talked about.
And it seemed like at Town Toyota Center back in early January, you also moved the ball well around on offense.
Yes, that was one thing that lately we haven't been doing as well, is that we just kept moving until we found the open man. And that particular game, Trey Haberlock hit some key three-pointers for us because we just kept moving it.
In Wenatchee, who do you shut down to really win the game? It's not just Garrett Long, is it? There's other players that can hurt you.
You know, Nathan can do a great job. Lloyd Hammers inside can hurt you. Dory hits threes once in a while. You just have to play a total defensive game on the whole team, to be honest with you.
Well, once again, Coach, appreciate your time. Congratulations on the win last night, and good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
All right, we come back. We will visit with Wenatchee boys head basketball coach Travis Williams right after this.
At Town Toyota, we believe in our community, and we're proud to support this broadcast of local sports. Town Toyota defines reliability and value in both its products and in the dealership itself. We are home to legendary products like the RAV4, Highlander, and Camry, not to mention Tundras and Tacoma trucks. Of course, we offer service for everything we sell and a great selection of pre-owned and certified vehicles as well. So enjoy the game and visit Town Toyota for all your automotive needs.
Highlander Golf Course is proud to announce their two new state-of-the-art full-swing golf simulators with over 80 courses of virtual golf to choose from year-round. Or try their laser shot simulated firearm program, or gaming with football, basketball, and much more. Enjoy Highlander food and drink service from their full-service bar and grill in the comfort of their simulator room. Call the Highlander Pro Shop to book your time at 884-4653. That's 884-4653.
Back courtside at Wenatchee High School as our pregame show continues on the NCW Life channel. And joining me now is Wenatchee head basketball coach Travis Williams. And Coach, you were kind of bunched up with some other teams right now in the standings. Sunnyside last night was one of those teams, but boy, a good effort last night on the part of your team.
Yeah, no, we came out ready to go yesterday, and anytime you can go on the road in this conference and get a win, it's great. But to do it like we did made it that much better. So, you know, hopefully we can get some of that tonight.
And tonight, rubber match with your cross river rival, the Eastmont Wildcats. And Coach, let's be honest, when you played at Town Toyota Center, it wasn't your best game that night. That's for sure. You were a little bit flat. Eastmont moved the ball well on offense. So I'm sure you want a different outcome tonight. But what do you need to do to kind of change that?
I think we need to come out and take care of the ball better than what we did. We came out, and I think we had 6 or 7 turnovers the first quarter, and they're a really good team when they get up, running up and down the floor, and so we got to limit just those opportunities they have to fly up and down the court and create shots.
So you're going to have a concerted effort tonight then to slow things down maybe a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. We need to control the tempo more than we did the first time, or the second time we played them there, and play more at our speed.
Congratulations on that win last night, and the best of luck tonight.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Travis Williams, head basketball coach of the Wenatchee Panthers. And when we come back, we'll have your starting lineups and tip. It's Eastmont and Wenatchee coming up next on the NCW Life channel.
At Harvest Valley Pest Control, we know you are committed to making your home and business a healthy and pest-free place. Hi, I'm David. Give us a call and we'll give you a firm price over the phone and schedule a time that works for you. We will do an in-depth 30-point healthy home or business inspection and craft a customized plan of action designed specifically for your pest issue. Give us a call or visit our website today.
JDSA Law is a proud sponsor of these local sports broadcasts. They've been serving North Central and Eastern Washington since 1946. For over 70 years, their team of dedicated professionals has delivered quality, innovative legal services. JDSA Law partners with you to provide the finest legal advice and support as you navigate your personal and business challenges, risks, and accomplishments. At JDSA Law, they salute our local athletes and wish them well on another excellent season of competition.
What's your Automocha emergency?
It's a Frappuccino mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate Frappuccino.
Definitely the espresso shakes. My favorite is the mocha Frappitas.
A peach Red Bull.
No calories, no sweeteners, all smiles. Bubbly sparkling water. Crack a smile.
Welcome back once again here to Wenatchee High School as we get ready for the boys game here tonight after it was an interesting one in the girls with Wenatchee coming from behind to beat Eastmont 36-32 along with Grant Olson, Eric Grandstrom. Well, Coach, or you had a chance to talk to the coaches. What I was not able to hear what they had to say. What are both George Juarez and And Travis Williams thinking about this one here tonight, Grant.
Well, kind of the way these teams play, that's what they're hoping to do with their teams tonight. Coach Juarez wants to get out and move the ball down, up and down the court. That's where Eastmont is really good. And that's where they pulled away from Moses Lake last night, is on fast break opportunities and just getting up and down the floor. On the other hand, Coach Williams slowed things down tonight. He's really happy with the way his team played at Sunnyside last night. I guess great ball movement, did great on the boards, but they need to keep this a slow-paced game, according to Travis Williams. Something they didn't do at Town Toyota Center earlier this month, or in January, I should say, but that's what he's hoping to do tonight.
Yeah, this will actually be the third time the two teams met. First time around, Wenatchee got the better of Eastmont at the holiday tournament over in Lewiston-Clarkston area. But George Juarez not with Eastmont in that particular tournament because he was sicker than a dog.
And I don't think Isaac Wellborn played either in that game.
No, so they were certainly down when the two teams met for the first time around. Different story in the Town Toyota Center. That final score a lot closer than the game actually was.
Because Wenatchee came out flat in that game. They just didn't look good to start with. Eastmont, kind of like the girls were tonight in this game here, a little bit quicker on their feet, better defense, and got to those loose balls, and that's what happened. These two teams met at Town Toyota Center, I think, back in early January.
Well, it should be an interesting one here tonight. Of course, in the Big Nine standings, you've got West Valley on top at 9-0, one of the best teams in the state, I think. They're going to be tough to beat. Eastmont right now in second place at 7-2. Advantageous place for Eastmont because you get a first-round bye. You don't have to play that play-in game come the district tournament time. Meanwhile, Wenatchee and Davis tied for third at 4-4, so there's quite a mix-up of teams right there. As it sits, if it were end today, Wenatchee would be home for that play-in game and would take on Moses Lake. You know, speaking of that, Grant, that Wenatchee-Moses Lake game that I called here at Wenatchee High School here a few weeks ago, I mean, Wenatchee looked like an unbeatable team, one of the best teams that I've ever seen all season long, but they've been like that, kind of Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde all season.
And I've talked to Travis Williams about that, even off camera, and he just says, we're just not consistent right now. Of course, the last time we did a game, Lloyd Hammer didn't play. That was Davis here, and I did that game. And you got to have that consistency with all your players there, and it has to be more than just Garrett Long, and I think he knows that, and some other players have to step up, like Nathan Blauman, for example, here tonight.
That game at the Town Toyota Center last time these two teams met, I thought that was a key cog in that particular matchup, with Eastmont coming out on top by a final of 56, or it was, let's see, Town Toyota Center, the boys game was
can't even remember what the
Eastmont
score.
Winning it, correct?
56, though.
I've got the wrong score written down here.
I think it was 61-56.
61-56,
right.
But it was Eastmont winning that one, as opposed to Wenatchee winning it, so I turned that score around. But I thought the key to that was having Isaac Wellborn on Garrett Long defensively. I thought that was a huge part of that game.
That was a great matchup and a good call by Coach Juarez to kind of see that and make that switch. It did kind of keep Long at bay throughout most of that game. He was frustrated with Wellborn on him. Wellborn's quick for 6'3", so he's a good defensive player. We may see that same matchup here tonight.
I don't know why you would go away from that after it worked so well earlier this season back on January 10th. Of course, the last time they met with Garrett Long kind of shut down in that game, if you will. Of course, Nate Blauman certainly stepped up. He had 18 points. Haberlock ended up with 18 points in that one. So they certainly can share the load on both sides of the floor.
Absolutely. And I just think that Eastmont came out with more fire that night at Town Toyota Center. Wenatchee, like I said, just came out a little bit flat. And I don't think we're going to see that tonight. Both teams want to get out to a fast start here.
Top 6 teams advance to the postseason. The bottom 4 teams will play the play-in games. And as I mentioned right now, it'd be Moses Lake at Wenatchee if it were to end today, and Sunnyside at Davis in those play-in games. And we're just a couple of weeks away from that, Grant. Hard to believe the season's almost over.
And I'm telling you right now, watch out for Davis down the stretch here. The night I saw him here at Wenatchee, they started off a little bit rough this season, but they're kind of getting their momentum going now, and that's a team that's going to be tough to beat.
Last night in the Big Nine, it was Wenatchee downing Sunnyside. Garrett Long with 19 points, Nate Blauman with 13, Joe Dory with 11, as Wenatchee had no trouble on the road, beating Sunnyside 66-34. And Sunnyside, one of those mid-valley or mid teams in the Big Nine, and I mean, it's just one night, who knows what's going to show up, and Wenatchee just dominated last night.
And like Coach Williams said, any game you win on the road in the Big Nine is a big win, but if you can get a 30-point win in Sunnyside, you played a pretty good ball game. He was happy with his team's outcome last night.
Meanwhile, you were across the river last night at Eastmont High School for the 76-61 win by the Wildcats over the Moses Lake Chiefs. Isaac Wellborn with 22 points to lead the way. Lane Keller with 13. Evan Smith with 12. Trey Haverlock with 11. Sharing the load offensively, but it sounded like Isaac got out to a pretty good start in that first half.
18 points, Eric, in that first half. A little bit quieter in the second. And typical Eastmont, once they get down a little bit, they start going up and down the floor. Guys are open for threes. Trey Haverlock hit a couple of threes. Calvillo came in and hit a couple of threes. And then they pulled away from Moses. Like, that's typical Eastmont basketball. Up and down the court and take your opportunities when they come.
And we'll see if Wenatchee has the ability to pump the brakes a little bit here tonight against that high-flying offense. Other games that are happening around the Big Nine tonight. West Valley, by the way, I mentioned this to you before the ball game, barely beat Eisenhower 56-53. West Valley, the best team of the Big Nine. Eisenhower, the worst team of the Big Nine, yet the Cadets almost knocked them off.
Remember what happened last year when Wenatchee went down to Ike and lost that game? So it can happen, but I believe that's the closest game that West Valley has had this entire year.
By far. Other games tonight, Davis hosting Sunnyside with Moses Lake back home against Eisenhower. We're just about ready for the starting lineups. We'll take another 2-minute break, and I'll hand it off to my broadcast partner, Grant Olson, to give us the lineups and get us ready for play-by-play. It's Wenatchee, it's Eastmont here at Wenatchee High School, coming up next on the NCW Live channel.
What's your Automocha emergency?
It's a Frappuccino mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate Frappuccino.
Definitely espresso shakes. My favorite is the mocha Frappitas.
A peach Red Bull.
JDSA Law is a proud sponsor of these local sports broadcasts. They've been serving North Central and Eastern Washington since 1946. For over 70 years, their team of dedicated professionals has delivered quality, innovative legal services. JDSA Law partners with you to provide the finest legal advice and support as you navigate your personal and business challenges, risks, and accomplishments. At JDSA Law, they salute our local athletes and wish them well on another excellent season of competition.
Highlander Golf Course is proud to announce their 2 new state-of-the-art full-swing golf simulators with over 80 courses of virtual golf to choose from year-round. Or try their laser shot simulated firearm program, or gaming with football, basketball, and much more. Enjoy Highlander food and drink service from their full-service bar and grill in the comfort of their simulator room. Call the Highlander Pro Shop to book your time at 884-4653. That's 884-4653.
At Harvest Valley Pest Control, we know you are committed to making your home and business a healthy and pest-free place. Hi, I'm David. Give us a call and we'll give you a firm price over the phone and schedule a time that works for you. We'll do an in-depth 30-point healthy home or business inspection and craft a customized plan of action designed specifically for your pest issue. Give us a call or visit our website today.
Let's take a look now at tonight's starting lineups, and we'll begin with the visiting Eastmont Wildcats. Tonight, Oscar Calvillo will get the start after a rest last night, at least in the starting lineup. 5'10 senior will be joined by fellow senior Trey Haverlock. In fact, all seniors on this Eastmont Wildcat starting lineup. Isaac Wellborn's a 6'2 senior. 22 points, as Eric mentioned last night in that win over Moses Lake. Evan Smith, the transfer from Wenatchee, gets the start, a 6'1 senior. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Wildcats, 6'2 senior Lane Keller. Head coach of the Wildcats is George Juarez. And now for the homestanding Wenatchee Panthers, same as always, it's Garrett Long, 6'2 junior. Sophomore Camden Lloydhammer gets the start, 6'3. Joe Dory, 6' junior, also in the starting lineup, along with Nathan Blauman. Nice game last night for the Panthers, 6' senior. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Panthers, the big man down low, 6'6 senior Chase Lloydhammer. Head coach of the Panthers in his 8th season, a homeboy of mine from Montana, Travis Williams. We talked about that a little bit a couple weeks ago in the Davis game. In fact, we talked for a long time about that, but that's another story. What a crowd now tonight, Eric.
Yes.
It's filled in nicely. It's a few empty seats across the way in that first game, but boy, it's a good crowd here tonight. You can feel the electricity every time these teams get together. It doesn't really matter the record. That's the saying it goes for this game. You can throw the records right out the window, right?
Well, the record's coming in. Eastmont at 7-2, Wenatchee at 4-4. Kind of a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of season for Wenatchee. So what team will show up here tonight? That is the big question. They certainly have the height with the Lloyd-Hammer brothers that are out there that'll get the start here over the Eastmont Wildcats. Wildcats have some size on the bench, but they'll start with a shorter lineup, so we're going to see speed against the height and the breaks for Wenatchee.
It's funny, Chase Lloyd-Hammer and Isaac Wellborn already having a few words with each other, and we haven't even tipped it off yet. It's Chase Lloyd-Hammer in the center circle at 6'6" against the 6'3" Lane Keller, who really played well last night for the Wildcats. And we're just about ready to go. Ball's in the air, and we're underway. And the tip goes to the Panthers and Nate Blauman. He hands it off to Garrett Long. Great to have you along tonight on the NCW Life Channel. Now it's Camden Lloyd-Hammer, near side wing underneath Chase, and up and in.
Beautiful job finding the big fella down on the block for Wenatchee.
Back the other way is Haberlock, now to Calvillo, as we mentioned, a little bit banged up. Haberlock's going to put up a three right off the bat. No good. Rebound. It's off the arm of Keller, and it will be Panther basketball. And I'll tell you, Eric, if the Wenatchee Panthers can get it down low to the Lloyd-Hammer brothers and do some damage down there, maybe get Wellborn in a little bit of foul trouble, could be advantageous for the Panthers down the stretch here. Let's see what happens. Now it's Long. To Blauman, left side, gets a screen, free throw line, can't do anything with it, dumps it down low to Camden Lloyd-Hammer against a much shorter Oscar Calvillo, can't get it to go, rebound into the hands of Keller, and then it's stolen away by Garrett Long. First turnover of the night, Long back the other way, won't go, his own rebound, back up and in. First bucket of the night, and it's Garrett Long on his own offensive rebound, and then another turnover coming back the other way on the Wildcats. Maybe just a little bit rattled here early on.
Yeah, Eastmont wanting to run the pressure, keep the pace up, a little bit ahead of themselves so far.
4-0. Panther lead. Here's Joe Dory now top of the. You know what I like about these games, Eric? You don't have to have a roster.
We know these kids pretty well.
Right. Now it's Blauman.
Oh boy.
This is going to be a physical game.
Yeah, Camden Lloyd-Hammer set a couple of screens here so far that would put most people up in the chairs.
So it happens when you get football players out in the basketball court. Here's Blauman. 8 on the shot clock now for the Panthers. Long's going to have to put something up. Left elbow shot off the front of the rim. No good. Lloyd-Hammer back up and in.
Couple of offensive rebounds, second chance opportunities for the big fellas underneath here so far for Wenatchee. Timeout going to be taken here for Coach George Juarez. 30-second timeout.
6:25 left to go first quarter. It's Wenatchee 6 and Eastmont nothing. We'll keep it here.
Broadcast tonight brought to you by Weinstein Beverage Company, a family-owned business proud to support local high school teams. Find them on Facebook. Follow them on Instagram. They're also on the web at WeinsteinBeverage.com. Also by Town Toyota, your automotive home to quality and reliability in North Central Washington.
This is kind of the opposite here, Eric. This is kind of the way Wenatchee came out, the way Eastmont is playing tonight at Town Toyota Center. A little quiet, a little flat. And the other team, Wenatchee Panthers, in that position tonight. They've got a nice start.
Well, we talked with Travis Williams about that in the past. He says he loves to get the juice going and the juice flow from the crowd. And a lot of Wenatchee fans here tonight.
Out of the timeout, Eastmont basketball. Just about 2 minutes gone here in this first quarter. It's been all Wenatchee so far, 6-0. Calvillo off the pass, can't do anything, kicks it out to Evan Smith, who absolutely put up some bombs last night in that Moses Lake game. Baseline, Keller, picked up by Blauman on the switch. Now it's Calvillo, hop step into the lane, baseline jumper, Keller is good. We're gonna have an offensive foul.
Yep, no bucket.
Good position down on the baseline by Garrett Long, and Keller will pick up the first foul of our ball game with 6:04 left to go.
I think that was on Calvillo.
Oh, it was Calvillo.
Yep, they got him
right.
Before the pass. On the jump pass, and then he collided in with Lloyd-Hammer. Good position for Lloyd-Hammer. Offensive charge.
Long back the other way, goes right side. Dory tipped for a second away by Haberlock. Good defense as well. Man-to-man defense. Tips it from behind, and his pocket's picked. Here's Calvillo back the other way. Turnover on the Panthers. Keller, he's going to put it up. Took a lot of shots last night. Rebound, a long one into the hands of Joe Dory. Calvillo on him. Now it's Long with it. Calvillo pokes at that one. And Long looks back at Coach Williams and sets up the Panther offense. Now to Blauman. Whistle down low, and we've got a pushing foul. Lloydhammer and Wellborn kind of going at it down there. This foul will be on Camden Lloydhammer, his first. Both teams now with the team foul.
That honestly could have been his third foul of the night. His screens have just been absolutely like an offensive tackle.
It's almost like you give him so many chances and you got to call it, right?
Yeah.
Calvillo, back the other way come the Wildcats. Far side wing, Haberlock.
Zone defense seems to be pestering Eastmont so far. In the
I think
early
it's surprising them a little bit. I really do. Evan Smith now down low, wide open. Haberlock up and in.
Beautiful pass. Good eyes by Smith. Down the lane. Drew the defense just enough and found the open man.
That's how you break a zone defense right there. Long now to Blauman. Gets a screen. There's another one from Lloydhammer. Far side, Long's left open. Is it a three? No, it's inside that line, but he misses the shot anyway, and Haberlock the rebound. Back the other way come the Wildcats quickly. Wellborn wanted the three, didn't take it as Lloydhammer comes out on him. Panthers still in that quick moving zone defense. Haberlock, he's open behind, well behind the three-point arc. Doesn't matter, it's good. 5 points, all of them by Trey Haberlock for the Wildcats in this 6-5 game now. 5-0 run by Eastmont. Sorry, Eric.
Wenatchee can't afford to just let Haberlock camp out there and take those three bombs. He'll take it all night.
And he can do it without much room, too. There's Long, left hand layup to the basket, up and in.
That's pretty good defense on it. He just was able to get quickly by everybody and lay it up with a left hand from the left side.
Now Wellborn, his first shot of the night off the backboard. Long rebound, no good, into the hands of Joe Dory. And the Panthers, as Coach Williams wants, slow it down as Blauman walks it across half court.
It's got to be hard for the kids, too, because you know they want to get up and run and get this crowd really into it.
Dory gets a nice screen, an open shot, three, good!
Well, much different than when these two teams met last time at the Town Toyota Center. They were cold as a wedge on both sides. Lightening up from outside so far.
Blauman checks it away from Keller, and it will remain Eastmont basketball as we approach 3.5 minutes in this quick-moving first quarter, game number 2 of our doubleheader tonight. Wellborn, right side. Keller's going to take the long shot. In and out, this time no good. Wellborn went over the back of Dory, and then it goes out of bounds on Dory, and lucky no foul called there.
Travis Williams immediately looked to Steve Simons and said, so that's not over the back? Okay.
Interesting, as Calvillo will bring it in. 3:32 now left first quarter. 6-point Panther lead matches the most they have led tonight. There's Wellborn for three, good.
Isaac Wellborn is feeling it here tonight. He goes back to the other end, pumps his own chest with his fist, says, come on, feed me.
He was doing that same thing at Town Toyota Center, too. Lob pass down low. Camden Lloydhammer can't handle it. And that's turnover number 2 on the Panthers. Back the other way. Haberlock's going to put it up downtown. No good. I'm not sure that's the shot Coach Juarez wanted there. As Panthers back the other way. Blauman, jump pass. Underneath. Layup by Long is no good. Rebound to Keller. Outlet, Evan Smith brings it back down. And Smith absolutely runs over Dory. And he will be called with the offensive charge.
Good call by Fred Carino underneath. He was absolutely set, absolutely vertical, and not a advised pass there by Mr. Smith.
6'2" senior Logan Bailey checks in now for the Panthers, replacing Nathan Blauman in the Wenatchee lineup. 3-point Panther lead, dipping under 3 minutes now left to go opening quarter. Dory, far side left wing to Long is a switch, and now Wellborn takes Long. Open is Bailey, who just checked in for three. Good!
Logan Bailey has showed that proclivity this season where he'll come in off the bench and light it up from downtown. Strokes the three.
That's tough to do off the bench cold, too. Keller back out to Smith now. Bailey on him. Smith's going to take the shot. No good. Long rebound into the hands of Calvillo. Nice fake drive to the basket. Hits the floor hard. No good. Ball is saved by Garrett Long into the hands of Bailey. And now back to Long. And here we go down to the other end. Long quickly to Dory. Looking for a screen. Can't find any help. Nice ball movement. Baseline jumpers open for 14. No good. Rebound underneath. Lloydhammer took it away from Wellborn. Up and in. Camden
Lloydhammer.
He just out-hustled, out-muscled for that rebound, stole it away, lays it up for the bucket.
8-point Panther lead now, 16-8. Minute 46 left to go, opening quarter. Wellborn to three, no good. Calvillo back up and
goaltending
on Long. Probably could have left that one alone. I'm not sure it went in anyway. As Blauman checks back in for the Panthers, he will replace Joe Dory in the lineup. Also checking in for Eastmont is big number 50, Cale Flanagan, the 6'5 junior. 16-10.
Not often in high school basketball you have goaltending here, at least in Eastern Washington.
No, you don't. I'm sure on the other side it happens all the time, but yeah.
You got guys that climb from the rafters over there.
Look at that pass by Blauman underneath, and then a nice block under there as well by Flanagan, who just checked in. And that gets the crowd excited, especially Eastmont bunch across the way as the Panthers have it with 20 seconds on the shot clock now. Long, he steps back behind the three-point arc, can't get the shot to go. Wellborn to the rebound, and here's Eastmont. They want to move. Calvillo, down court, pass, and we've got a foul before that pass.
They got Nate Blauman here. They're going to say it's a shooting foul. First on Blauman.
Interesting. Was he shooting? It looked like he was passing it. But
well, I think he was passing it, but as far as the official from his vantage point, he thought it was going up for the shot.
Calvillo, first one on the way, in and out, no good. Yet to score, the senior Oscar Calvillo. 16-10 our score.
Logan Nelson pops off the bench.
He replaces Chase Lloydhammer in the lineup.
He might come in for Camden. On that last rebound, Isaac Wellborn shoved Camden Lloydhammer from behind. He went sprawling to the deck. No call from the official.
Calvillo misses both of them.
That's rare.
Back the other way come the Panthers now. 16-10. Panthers have led by as many as 8. It's 6 right now. Here's Blauman. Dump pass down low. Camden Lloydhammer double teamed on the baseline. Needs a little help. Puts it up. Tough shot. No good. Rebound. Trey Haberlock. And back the other way come the Eastmont Wildcats. 52 seconds left to go. Haberlock three. No good. There's Calvillo with the putback. No good. Nelson the rebound. No. It's put back instead by the big man. And that's Flanagan up and in. 16-12. Nice job on the boards by the Wildcats.
Well, that's something. If you're going to shoot from outside, be sure and have somebody, at least one guy underneath in case that three-pointer is off the mark.
26 seconds left. Long dribbling in the backcourt with Calvillo out on him.
That's 3 offensive rebounds on missed three-pointers.
Right. 17. Now Long looks for a screen. Drives left elbow. Can't get the shot off. Instead throws it away into the hands of Smith. Evan Smith back the other way with 6 seconds. There's Wellborn. That great jumping ability up and in.
Isaac certainly picks his spots, doesn't he?
He sure does. At the buzzer, Lloydhammer up and no good. And that'll do it for our first quarter. After one here at Wenatchee High School, it's the homestanding Panthers 16, the Wildcats 14. We're back in 60 seconds.
At Town Toyota, we believe in our community, and we're proud to support this broadcast of local sports. Town Toyota defines reliability and value in both its products and in the dealership itself. We are home to legendary products like the RAV4, Highlander, and Camry, not to mention Tundras and Tacoma trucks. Of course, we offer service for everything we sell, and a great selection of pre-owned and certified vehicles as well. So enjoy the game and visit Town Toyota for all your automotive needs.
All right, after 1 quarter of play here at Wenatchee High School, 16-14 our score. Panthers lead it. Panthers did lead by as many as 8 points at one time in that first quarter, but Eastmont kept battling back and now cut the lead to 2. And Eric, we just mentioned off air, I think we got a good one here tonight.
Yeah, I think this is the pace we're seeing is really what both teams want to do. Eastmont's trying to run it, Wenatchee's trying to slow it down, and just about a push in that first quarter.
Here's Calvillo now out of the quarter break. It's Eastmont basketball. Wellborn, the shot no good. Nice block out by Chase Lloydhammer, and he chases down the rebound. Hands it off to Long. Panthers' first possession here of this second quarter. Long gets it out to the big man Logan Nelson, who stays in. Too long. Such a great ball handler, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Flanagan on the baseline pushes him out, but it's going to be a turnover instead. And I've got number 4 on Wenatchee now.
Yep.
In this first half, 16-14. Eastmont now back the other way. It's Calvillo. Panthers staying in this zone defense. That leaves Evan Smith open on the wing for 3, in and out, no good. Who's got this rebound? Once again, Chase Lloydhammer brings it down, and outlets to Nate Blauman, who's a little more deliberate coming down this time. As Panthers want to take as much time off this clock as possible and slow things down. Now Long sets up the play. Near side, Bailey gets a screen from Lloydhammer.
Oh,
Eric, you're so right. When a Lloydhammer sets a screen, you know you've been screened.
Oh,
Here's
my gosh.
Long now, kind of an off-balance shot, not one of his best. Rebound, it's fought for by Bailey. Nicely done. And Long back to the basket. Good. What a fake. And then a shot. Good. And Long has 6 for the Panthers.
Somebody has a broken ankle after that.
No doubt.
Goodness.
There's Wellborn. Nice defense by Long as he takes it away. Wellborn on the chase. There's Long. Red layup. No good. And Wellborn the rebound. Nice opportunity for the Panthers. Just can't convert. Calvillo, nice pass inside the lane to Wellborn. Gets the shot to go off balance. Good.
How did he get that to fall?
That's 9 points now for Wellborn. Had 7 in that first half.
Over the top of Logan Nelson.
Now it's Bailey. Gets a screen once again from Chase Lloydhammer. Bailey too long. Calvillo out on him on defense. Under 6 minutes left to go, second quarter. Long leans into Calvillo and then just dribbles out in the backcourt and gives it to Nathan Blauman. Haberlock on him. Eastmont plays such good man-to-man defense. Did last night as well. Here's Long. 4 on the shot clock. Has to put one up. In and out, no good. There's Haberlock. And I think Blauman might have pushed him from behind. I don't think he had to there. Boy, he did.
32, yeah.
No, it is on Logan Nelson.
Yeah.
So I didn't even see that foul.
I saw Calvillo go sprawling, but obviously he went down. Now, whether he was really pushed that hard.
Right. Or does he get an Oscar here in a week or two? Right?
An Oscar for Oscar.
Camden Lloydhammer checks back in. Logan Nelson to the bench for Wenatchee. 5.5 minutes left to go before halftime. Calvillo wanted the drive, won't take it. Wellborn will take the shot, though. It's no good. Blauman, the rebound is taken away from him by Calvillo. Wellborn, 6-footer, good. And that was just lackadaisical kind of on the Panthers and an easy bucket for Eastmont.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to watch for those underlings. When you bring the ball down to them, they're going to take it away from you.
We are all tied up now. As I mentioned earlier, Panthers have led by 8. Here's Long. He's going to drive to the basket. Left-hand shot, no good. Wellborn the rebound. And here comes Eastmont on the run. Outlet, wing, Haberlock. Shot no good. Calvillo thought he had his hands on it, and it's off of Joe Dory and will be Eastmont basketball. In fact, I think Calvillo wanted it over the back there instead. Just didn't get that call.
We'll get some boos coming from the Wenatchee fans on that call.
4:52 now left to go second quarter. All tied at 18. Haberlock to bring it in. Does so to Calvillo. Thought about the shot. Now drives. That could be an offensive charge, and it is. As Calvillo picks up his second personal foul.
That's now good as a turnover. That would be 5 in the first half here for Eastmont. Also 5 for Wenatchee.
Still tied at 18. Both teams with 3 team fouls here in this second quarter. Had a little trouble with the padding underneath the basket, but I think they just decided to leave it before the game. They were all kind of checking it out.
That doesn't look like it's a fixable thing quickly because it looks like the glue has come detached.
Now it's Camden Lloydhammer on the near wing, right side. Joe Dory with Smith on him. Gets cut off at the free throw line and hands it off to Blauman. I like this matchup right here, Smith and Blauman. Now it's Dory, 9 on the shot clock for the Panthers. Beautiful pass underneath Camden Lloydhammer, but it's knocked away by Evan Smith. Who did it go off of? It went off a Panther, and it will be Eastmont basketball.
You know, Camden Lloydhammer has the ball down deep there. He doesn't have to put the ball on the floor. Just take a step and lay it up off the glass. Instead, he put the ball down on the floor. That's where Smith was able to just reach out and tap, just get enough of the fingertip on that ball because Camden's the problem.
Yeah, and that's the first thing you don't want. You tell a big man not to do is bring it down to your waist. Keep it up there where nobody else can get it. Here's Smith. 18 on the shot clock for the Wildcats in this tie ball game. Almost a double dribble there, but no call. Calvillo on the far wing. Nice shovel pass, but a nice defense too, right? 6 turnovers now on each team in this first half. Blauman. Baseline pass, tried to get it down. Smith kicked it out of bounds, and it will remain Panther basketball. I'm not sure what he's arguing about. That gives the Panthers a fresh shot clock as well. Long calls the play for the Panthers, still tied up. To Blauman. Once again, Eastmont has been man-to-man throughout this first half. Turnaround shot on the baseline. Good.
Turn around, look out, splashdown.
Beautiful shot by Blauman. Now it's Wellborn. Camden Lloydhammer is on him, the sophomore, now on the baseline. Flanagan. Back out Evan Smith. Boy, he'll take a shot from anywhere on the court. Good. Downtown.
NBA three. Holy cow.
Wow. Eastmont with the lead. Might be the first one of the night.
It's our first lead change. Yep. First lead for Eastmont.
3:04 left to go, second quarter. Blauman dribbles top of the key. He's going to take it to the basket. Tough drive, and he draws the foul on Flanagan. There's a football player that doesn't mind a little contact. That's Cale Flanagan's first foul. And 4 team fouls on Eastmont.
Nate is just so athletic and has such an ability to get that speed movement off of one step. We see that in football where he gets the handoff, takes one step, boom, gone. We see that on the basketball floor too, where he can just so quickly take it to the rack.
And he can jump, Eric. That's a little bit underrated, but Blauman can get off the floor. Dylan Esparza checks in now for the Wildcats. He started last night in that game against Moses Lake. Blauman made the first one and makes the second one as well, and he's got 4 points now in this first half. Timeout called by Coach Williams. 2:59 left to go before halftime. Wenatchee 22, Eastmont 21. We're back courtside in 30 seconds.
At Harvest Valley Pest Control, we know you are committed to making your home and business a healthy and pest-free place. Hi, I'm David. Give us a call and we'll give you a firm price over the phone and schedule a time that works for you. We'll do an in-depth 30-point healthy home or business inspection and craft a customized plan of action designed specifically for your pest issue. Give us a call or visit our website today.
We're back. Our score, Wenatchee 22, Eastmont 21.
Our broadcast tonight brought to you in part by Les Schwab Tire Centers. Go online at leschwab.com. Find a tire store near you. Doing the right thing matters. Also by Jefferson Danielson, Son, and Aylward Attorneys, delivering quality and innovative legal services to North Central Washington since 1946. Online at jdsalaw.com.
2:59 left to go here is second quarter. Fast-moving ball game here tonight. As the Panthers lead it by 1, is led by as many as 8. Eastmont briefly had a lead. And here's Evan Smith back to Esparza, top of the key. Panthers staying in this zone defense. Smith's going to put it up downtown again. Long rebound into the hands of Blauman. Right-handed dribble across the timeline. Stutter step, drives to the basket. There's that leaping ability again. It's good.
That's just, there's no way to defend that.
There really isn't any way to defend that. Esparza tried to hit it to Wellborn, couldn't, then another turnover, and back come the Panthers. Here's Blauman again, feeling it. Oh, Lloydhammer wide open underneath. Blauman got it to him, and Coach Williams telling him, settle down a little bit, but actually Lloydhammer, that was an easy bucket right there.
Right to him, to him. And you see that at times. Nate Blauman was a quarterback back when he was a freshman in football, and he didn't want to be quarterback anymore because it was too much to remember. But you see that passing ability at times with him out on the floor here in basketball.
But how was I a quarterback? Here's Esparza to Haverlock.
Well, that was B8 football.
Yeah, so, that was 8-man. That's right. Here's Haverlock. Long three. Good. His second of the night. He has 8 points in the half, and we're tied at 24.
If his parents, when he was born, thought, he's going to play basketball, we'll call him Trey, because he's going to shoot a lot of threes.
I love that. Big screen again by Camden Lloydhammer. As Flanagan almost hit the deck. 18-17 now on the shot clock. Here's Dory, gets a screen on the baseline. Lost control of the basketball, still loose on the floor. Lloydhammer picks it up. Now to Blauman. He's going to take the shot. No good. Put back Dory. No good. Wide open. Flanagan the rebound. Wow, great chance for the Panthers there. Esparza to Wellborn. Quick ball movement by the Wildcats to Haberlock. Now Eastmont slows it up just a bit, as much as Eastmont can anyway. And
walked with it.
He did kind of move his pivot foot a little bit there. And unofficially, I've got 8 turnovers now for Eastmont.
Yep.
With just over a minute left to go second quarter.
It's against this zone defense offensively for Eastmont. Just about every pass is contended one way or another. They're not getting nice, crisp, clean passes back and forth, and even when it does, it's down at their feet.
Fantastic game plan, I think, defensively by Coach Williams with this 3-2 zone. It's not a 2-3, it's a 3-2. Turnaround jumper, Chase Lloydhammer, good.
The Lloydhammer connection there. Camden out top, feeds his big brother down low, and he comes up with a bucket.
Chase has 6 points now. 40 seconds left to go second quarter. 2-point Panther lead. Smith. He's got Dory on him in that zone defense. Panthers chasing that ball. There's Esparza. Oh. Nice drive. Good.
Oh.
Dylan Esparza.
I thought Esparza was going to see the big number 34 standing there in the paint, maybe think of her of it, but no.
Shot clock off now. 18 seconds left to go before halftime. Long working against Esparza. He probably wants the shot here. 10 seconds left. He's asking Lloydhammer to come up for a screen. Now here's Lloydhammer, top of the screen, top of the key, gets the screen, kicks it out. Blauman, 2 seconds. Shot taken at the buzzer. Good. Nathan Blauman, and the Panthers go nuts. Right at the buzzer, a 3-pointer.
Blauman, after he takes the shot, it goes in at the buzzer, goes over to the student section, says, yeah, what do you think of that? And then comes and piles into his teammates out here at center floor. What a first half.
Just kind of like we were hoping and we thought. Our score at the break, it's Wenatchee 29 and Eastmont 26. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and we'll come back with the halftime report on the NCW Life channel after this.
Hi there. It's Les Schwab Tires. Well, more like Les Schwab alignment and brakes and shocks and wheels and tires. Now, some tire places don't offer all that. They only sell tires. And we're not sure how they sleep at night, because all those services affect things like steering and stopping. That's why we offer more than tires to help keep you safe. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
JDSA Law is a proud sponsor of these local sports broadcasts. They've been serving North Central and Eastern Washington since 1946. For over 70 years, their team of dedicated professionals has delivered quality, innovative legal services. JDSA Law partners with you to provide the finest legal advice and support as you navigate your personal and business challenges, risks, and accomplishments. At JDSA Law, they salute our local athletes and wish them well on another excellent season of competition.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
No calories, no sweeteners, all smiles. Bubbly sparkling water. Crack a smile.
And welcome back to Wenatchee High School. Grant Olson alongside Eric Granstrom. We're at the break in our second game of our doubleheader tonight, and our score is Wenatchee 29 and Eastmont 26. The Panthers led it at the end of the first quarter, 16-14, and then outscored the Wildcats 13-12 in that second quarter to make it what it is now at 29-26. And Eric, I'd say one way to describe that first half, high energy, high octane first half. Not a lot of points, but a lot of up and down the court.
It was not frenetic. It was absolutely explosive at times. And close game. 3 points here at halftime. And really difference for Wenatchee has been on the glass. We'll talk about that coming up. First, what do you have for stats
well,
here?
Eric, and also I think, too, one more observation that when these teams played well in that first half, it's when they did what they do best. When Eastmont gets up and down the court, or when Wenatchee is a little more deliberate, gets the good shot, and that's when both teams thrived in that first half.
Absolutely, and the shots from outside not falling for Eastmont. They're getting more of those second chance opportunities in close. Meanwhile, Wenatchee's shooting pretty well from outside.
Yeah, they are. They really are. Let's take a look at the scoring now. We'll begin with the Eastmont Wildcats, led in that first half by Isaac Wellborn with 11 points at the break, 8 points, and a good first half for Trey Haberlock. He's hit a couple of three-pointers. 3 points for Evan Smith, also a three-pointer, and then 2 points each for Dylan Esparza off the bench, as well as Cale Flanagan. Not very many free throws shot in this entire first half, 0 for 2 from the line for the Wildcats, and they've committed 8 first-half turnovers. For the Wenatchee Panthers, leading the way in that first half, Nathan Blauman with 9 points. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 6 points each for Garrett Long, as well as Chase Lloydhammer. 3 each for Logan Bailey and Joe Dory. 2 points for Camden Lloydhammer. Only 2 free throws. They were shot by Nathan Blauman for the Panthers, 2 for 2. So 4 total free throws in that entire first half. The Panthers committed 7 turnovers. So about as close as you can get, Eric, and not many trips to the charity stripe, although I think that's going to change in this second half.
I think so. It's been a very loosely called game, I'll say, in that first half of play with just that many fouls called so far. We see the Great Wall of Lloydhammer has been put up a few times in that first half, and he's been both the Lloydhammer brothers have been very physical in that first half. I think they might try to tighten that up a little bit on the calls. Here come the second half, and just what we want, Grant. We had 4 ties. We had 3 lead changes in the first half. Largest lead for Eastmont with just the 1 point there in the second quarter. 7 points, the largest lead for Wenatchee in that first half of play. Difference, too, has been the rebounds. 13 total for Wenatchee to 8 for Eastmont in that first half of play. 7 defensive rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds for Wenatchee, 5 defensive rebounds for Eastmont, 3 offensive, and all those 3 were in that first quarter where they were casting from outside and got guys around the paint to clean up and get some second chance bunnies in close. But so far, well, you look at it on paper, Wenatchee's got the height, they've got the advantage, they've got the Lloydhammers, and that's your defense on the glass so far.
And you'd also think, Eric, with that height would also come what kind of offense they want to run and what pace they want to run, because they do have the height advantage and the advantage on the glass, so we'll see if they can take advantage of that as well in the second half.
Absolutely. Our broadcast tonight here on the NCAA Live Channel brought to you by Impact Auto Sales. They'll strive to impact your life, not your wallet. You can expect a hassle-free car buying experience at Impact Auto Sales in Wenatchee. Also by Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Call the Pro Shop to schedule your time on their Full Swing S4 widescreen golf simulators at 884-4653. Plan your next tournament or event today. Also by Harvest Valley Pest Control. You can rest assured Harvest Valley Pest Control uses kid and pet safe material around your home or office. Call today for a free estimate. We'll take a break, another 2-minute timeout here as a packed gymnasium gets ready for an entertaining second half where Wenatchee leads Eastmont 29-26. You're watching Big 9 basketball on the NCAA Live Channel. We're back after this 2-minute timeout.
What's your Automocha emergency?
It's a Frapita mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate Frapita.
Definitely the espresso shakes. My favorite is the mocha for pitas.
A peach Red Bull.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
Highlander Golf Course is proud to announce their 2 new state-of-the-art full-swing golf simulators with over 80 courses of virtual golf to choose from year-round. Or try their laser shot simulated firearm program, or gaming with football, basketball, and much more. Enjoy Highlander food and drink service from their full-service bar and grill in the comfort of their simulator room. Call the Highlander Pro Shop to book your time at 884-4653. That's 884-4653.
Still at the halftime break, Grant Olson along with Eric Granstrom as both teams back out on the court and warming up for this second half. Eric, what are you expecting here in the second half?
I think more of the same, really, if you're both clubs here. First of all, that zone defense has provided some interesting opportunities for Eastmont and some interesting challenges in that first half of play. If I'm Wenatchee, I stick with that zone defense because Eastmont didn't shoot very well from outside. You know, they're still going, and I think that's what Travis Williams thinks, is that, hey, they're going to shoot from outside, and we'll take it if they're 50% or less from outside. We have the big boys inside to get the rebounds on those misses, so we're going to hold Eastmont to one shot and done. Meanwhile, if you're the Wildcats defensively, you just got to cut down those lanes a little bit more for the drives by Blauman and for Garrett Long, and try to just keep a clamp down on those. Don't give up those easy baskets on the defensive end. Eastmont still, I mean, like you said, they can certainly light it up from outside. I think a little more passing, a little crisper passing here in the second half will help their cause offensively.
And I agree with you, Eric. I really like what Travis Williams did in that zone defense. I called it a 3-2. It's really not. It's a 2-3 with a chasing guard with the ball, and that's keeping these guards for Eastmont away from that three-point arc, and that's kind of what Travis Williams wants because they're all such great shooters. So we'll see. I'm sure he'll continue with that defense here in the second half.
Well, Wenatchee will have the ball for the second half. Both the Lloydhammer brothers out there, along with Dory and Blauman and Garrett Long.
And nobody really in foul trouble in that first half. Oscar Calvillo with 2. That's been about it.
Official has started the 5-second clock. Nobody over to throw the ball in. He's got it with 2. Finally got it in.
Not sure I've seen that before.
Well, nobody came over to help Garrett Long.
We're underway third quarter. Great to have you along here on the NCW Life channel tonight. Lloydhammer, Camden, down to his brother Chase, up and in just like that.
Well, we've seen a different matchup here tonight with Isaac Wellborn trying to go up against Chase Lloydhammer, and that has not been very fruitful for the Wildcats.
And Wildcats really don't have a good matchup for that. They really don't. They can bring Flanagan off the bench, and that's about as good as they can get. Wellborn with it now, far side. Uses his leaping ability. Shot taken, no good. Draws.
They call an offensive foul.
Oh, they did call an offensive foul, and it is. Camden Lloydhammer, nice position down low. First foul of the night on Wellborn. Panthers a 5-point lead.
You know, but if I'm Isaac and if I'm Coach Juarez, I tell him to continue that drive.
Absolutely. It's
More
only his
often
first
than not, you're going to get that bucket.
Absolutely. Or the call maybe going your way.
Right.
Now it's Long, top of the keys. He shakes Calvillo right side to Blauman. No look pass baseline. Long trying to post up. Maybe Lloydhammer can't do it. Panthers going to start over on this offensive set. Blauman looking right side, goes that way to Long. 7 minutes left to go third quarter, minute gone. Now it's Long, dumps it down low, Chase Lloydhammer, double team, shovel pass. Blauman, 1 second on the shot clock. Panthers don't even know it. And there's a turnover on Wenatchee, and that's the first here of the second half.
Blauman went to go raise up and fire because he saw that the time was winding out, and Coach Travis Williams hollering at him, shoot! But he lost the handle on it.
Good defense by the Wildcats there, too. Now it's Calvillo back the other way. Panthers once again back in that zone defense. Baseline jumper, Wellborn open, shot taken, no good. This time Chase Lloydhammer fights for the rebound, outlet to Blauman, and this time the Panthers are on the move. No look pass underneath Camden. Lloydhammer, good. What a beautiful pass by Blauman.
Well, it's one thing to slow down the pace, but another thing if they're just going to give you the opportunity to run the fast break.
Now Haberlock left open. Good. His third of the night.
Eastmont really needed that bucket right there as they trailed by 7.
Because this kind of could have got out of hand for the Wildcats here early in this third. 6 minutes left to go. Dory now on the baseline. It's long, stops, takes the 12-footer off the rim, no good. Rebound to Haberlock. Panthers tied, matched their biggest lead at 7 points. That may have went off Haberlock. It did.
Nice job by Garrett Long. Got a left hand out there and just tapped the basketball as he tried to cross over. And the ball goes and hits his left inside of his left ankle. It goes out of bounds.
I like these guard matchup. Haberlock and Calvillo and Long and also Blauman. Shot taken long, no good. Smith, he wanted to find Calvillo down court, couldn't get it there. Now on the baseline, Calvillo has been quiet offensively. Takes the shot off the front of the rim, no good. Dory with it. Panthers going to slow it up, and I know that's what Coach Williams wants to do. 4-point Wenatchee lead as we're under 5.5 minutes now left third quarter. Long left side goes to Dory with Haberlock out on him. Now top of the key, it's Chase Lloydhammer.
Had Camden open.
Camden's open this time. Underneath shot taken, no good.
And we've got a foul. I thought maybe Oscar Calvillo got himself in position, but no.
It's a big one too, Eric. Number 3 is what I've got him for here.
That's right.
That hurts Eastmont. He's been playing a good game here so far.
You said he was limited last night because he was shaken up here last week, maybe possibly in practice.
Lloydhammer gets the first free throw, big one. Logan Bailey checks in for the Panthers, and Garrett Long a rest here. About 3 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Panthers lead it by 5 now, 34-29. Lloydhammer can make it 6 and does. Quickly, Wellborn back down court, loses control of it, and then Dory lost it. Dory picks it back up, and then Wellborn reaches in. That's one of those frustration fouls right there.
You know, it's right here, midcourt. There is a dead spot in this floor. We saw it in the girls' game. We just saw it again in the boys' game. He went to dribble the ball, and the ball just didn't come back to him.
That doesn't happen to Isaac Wellborn. No. It just doesn't happen that way. Now under 5 minutes left in the third. Here's Bailey with it. Overhead pass to Chase Lloydhammer. Look for his brother Camden. Couldn't get it to him. Now Dory with it. Switch as Wellborn comes out on defense on Dory. Back out. Blauman as he resets the offense. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Bailey gets a screen from Lloydhammer. He's open. Won't take the shot, though. Dumps it down. Lloydhammer, a lot of contact down low. Is this Calvillo again?
It is 4 on Calvillo.
Boy, and that's huge.
4 team fouls on Eastmont as well.
This is going to be big down the stretch. Calvillo just smiles as he walks back to the bench. I don't think there's any doubt about that one.
No, that was
a pretty rough foul.
A foul. The other one maybe should have been an offensive player possession foul.
So now Eastmont down a starting guard as Dory kind of shuffled his feet there, and that's a traveling violation. Turnover number 9 on the Panthers.
That was a good call. He didn't know what to do with the ball, started moving before he started dribbling, and you just can't do that.
Now it's Esparza who's going to get a lot of playing time here with Calvillo with those 4 fouls. Nice bounce pass to Keller. Esparza, he's not going to waste any time off the bench. Shot taken no good. There's Blauman with the rebound, and back the other way come the Panthers. Cross half court as Evan Smith comes out on him. Former teammates now on the right side to Dory. Dory looking to punch it down low to Lloydhammer. Lloydhammer moving the other direction and another turnover. Those are the kind of plays that'll drive a coach crazy right there.
Absolutely, especially when you got Calvillo on the bench right now. You'd think that the advantage is to Wenatchee with the replacement out there for the Wildcats and Dylan Esparza. Of course, he got the start last night. He's not a slouch player by any stretch.
Not at all.
But you just think on that defensive end, they might have the advantage.
Garrett Long checks back in. Dory on the bench to get some words now from Coach Williams. Back out top of the key, Esparza as Eastmont whips it around the top of the key. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Esparza, bounce pass. There's Keller going to put it up. Free throw line, good.
Beautiful ball movement by Eastmont, trying to find a gap to get the ball in tighter. Instead of casting from downtown, they get a nice shot from the elbow.
Unbelievable. First basket of the night for Keller. He had 12 last night. Played very well for Moses Lake. Just hasn't found the range tonight. And another turnover on the Panthers. That's 4 this quarter on Wenatchee. 5 make it.
Yep.
And Eastmont down by 4, can cut into this lead even farther, and then Long picks the pocket of Wellborn. Long, layup, good, and that could have been a foul right there. Coach Williams wanted the call and gets a timeout instead. With 3:10 left to go in the third quarter, it's Wenatchee 37 and Eastmont 31. We'll keep it here.
Our broadcast tonight on the NCW Live Channel brought to you in part by Global Car Care, a quality auto repair facility with highly trained technicians celebrating 25 years in the car care business. They speak your car's language at 1840 North Wenatchee Avenue. Also by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, your comfort trained specialist specializing in commercial and residential HVAC systems. Online at dicksheatingwenatchee.com. What a defensive play turning into an offensive bucket for Garrett Long.
Well, Eastmont has been, you're right, Eric, but Eastmont has been responding all night long. They get down by 6, they get down by 7, they come storming back. Here they are down by 6 once again. Can they come storming back here as we make our way through the end of the third quarter?
Well, 6 points is nothing when you got somebody like Trey Haberlock that can cast from outside. Isaac Wellborn can cut to the bucket. Yeah, they've got the firepower to get back, that's for sure.
Out of the timeout, Eastmont basketball. As I mentioned, down by 6. Biggest Panther lead has been 7 in this one. They come back out in that zone defense. Why not? It's worked well against Eastmont. A good shooting team. Keller all the way out to Esparza with Garrett Long on him. Nice quick move to the basket. Wellborn's left open. Can't do that. Shot good for 3.
Dylan Esparza showing the spark that he's got with the speed down the lane
quick.
And then the kick to Wellborn for the 3.
That's how you respond again when you go down by 6. You hit a 3. Wellborn now with 14 on the night. Here's Camden Lloydhammer. Tough shot to the basket. No good. Keller gets the loose ball.
Beautiful job by Keller fumbling for that one.
Now it's Evan Smith down court. 2:23 left to go third quarter. Keller guarded by Lloydhammer. Now far side Smith. He's picked up by Logan Bailey. Back out of Esparza. 13 on the shot clock now for Eastmont. 2:08 left third quarter. Underneath there's Keller double teamed on the baseline. Both Lloydhammers there. Now Haberlock 3. Good. 14 for Trey Haberlock as well. We are tied just like that.
5th tie of the game.
At 51, the left third quarter. Don't you dare go anywhere. Underneath Blauman all the way open. And a block by Keller. Long gets the loose ball. Blauman now to Chase Lloydhammer out to Camden. Blauman with it far side. And he gets, I think, hit on the arm a little bit maybe by Keller. We'll have to see here. And already 4 team fouls on Eastmont. Make it 5 now as Keller picks up his first personal foul. 5 team fouls. This could be big down the stretch here for the Panthers.
And 0 on the Panthers here in the second half.
Long now. The drive to the basket. Knows how to use his body up and in. Long now in double figures with 10. Panthers lead 2. There's Wellborn 3. Good. His 3rd of the game, 2nd here in this quarter. Eastmont leads it by 1. Just a second ago, down by 6.
That's what the 3 can do for you, Grant.
It sure changed this game, didn't it? Bailey now almost has it poke checked away from him by Haberlock. Gets it back and gets it over to Long. Screen and a switch is now Haberlock takes Long. Nice ball handling by Garrett Long as well. Dumps it down. There's Lloydhammer again working against Wellborn. Takes the shot kind of wildly. No good. Wellborn the rebound. He wants to move always. Down court Haberlock baseline. He gets moved out of there. Now it's Bailey. He's all by himself. Bailey, the layup is good. He's got 5 in the game. It's Panther lead now 41-40. Evan Smith. Pass, outlet. Esparza now open again. Wellborn no good. Right into the hands of Haberlock, no good. Tip up, Smith no good. And Blauman the rebound. Across half court, takes a peek at the shot at the clock, and he just brings it back out. Panthers have plenty of time for a shot here. 11 seconds. Long looks to Coach Williams for some instruction. 6 seconds. Long gets hit by Smith. No call. Shot taken. Baseline. 3 is good by Logan Bailey at the buzzer.
Travis Williams leading the chorus chorus of cheers here, clapping his hands together heavily as his team takes the 4-point bulge into the fourth quarter.
At the end of 3 here at Wenatchee High School, Panthers 44, Wildcats 40. We're back with fourth quarter action in 30 seconds. Stay with us.
My name is Brian Thorpe. I own Global Car Care in Wenatchee and have been here for about 25 years.
Brian started Global Car Care as Brian's automotive alternative on Orondo Street.
Some customers were following Brian since Brian's automotive time.
No, we're just grateful to be part of this community. This is where I grew up. We want to do our part to be a valuable part of this community. We want to thank you for trusting our business for 25 years.
Well, Eric Granstrom, so far tonight, the Panthers have added 1 point to their lead, led by 2 after the first, 3 after the second, now lead by 4 after the third. Outscored the Wildcats 15-14. Are they going to win by 5 then?
I don't know. Oscar Calvillo back out there for Eastmont, and he's got 4 fouls, so watch that.
Sit back and enjoy this fourth quarter. It should be a dandy. Shot taken no good. Then Wellborn goes over the back, and he's going to be called for the foul. That was an easy call.
And that's a 6th team foul on Eastmont. Wenatchee going to be in the bonus. We talked about that in the first game where it came down to free throws, the difference between Wenatchee and Eastmont. Girls, it'll be the difference between this one too, I think.
Great point. I think you're right. Inbounds. Here's Garrett Long. The Panthers bring it up slowly here with a 4-point lead. 8 3-pointers on the night for Eastmont. Here's Bailey. Dumps it down. Camden Lloydhammer working on Wellborn. A little bit too hard, no good. Then the outlet to Wellborn on the missed shot. Lloydhammer just needs to be a little bit more under control. He's got the jumping ability and the size down there. Just needs to be a little calmer. Here's Calvillo, free throw line. Flanagan, the shot no good, and we've got
Camden Lloydhammer pushing Calvillo to the floor on the rebound. We talked about him being a little bit too aggressive and collects the foul there. That's only his second of the game, the first for Wenatchee here in the second half.
And boy, has Calvillo been physical here tonight already with 4 fouls. He's got to be careful. Wellborn kicks it out. Now that was almost a walk right there. Flanagan in and out, no good on that shot. There's Blauman. He can't control it to Calvillo. Shuffle pass back to Haberlock. And almost a steal by Long. Haberlock, 3, good.
Haberlock with the 3. As it's in the air, it looks over to the cheering section for Eastmont going, it's going in.
That's right. He's got 3 here in this second half. 3 3-pointers, that is, and 9 points. Lloydhammer. Panthers lead now down to 1. Bailey's going to put up the long shot. Almost went in. No good. Rebound into the hands of Garrett Long. Long drives, stops. Now kicks it back to Bailey to Long. Full shot clock for the Panthers. Long free throw line. Jump shot good. He's so under control at almost all the time.
Oscar Calvillo with there defensively, but he has to lay off because he's got those 4 fouls.
Absolutely. Now it's Haberlock, so dangerous. Out to Calvillo, who has yet to score here tonight. They played a nice defensive game. Now it's Evan Smith, the former Panther, and we've got
reach-in foul, I think, on Garrett Long.
Wow.
Nope.
It's on Bailey. Might be the closest thing to a non-foul we've seen tonight.
Yeah.
On the inbounds, it's Wildcat basketball. Panthers up by 3, have led for most of this game, but Eastmont will just not go away. An off-balance 3 that time. Not a good shot, but it's saved nicely by the Wildcats. And Eastmont has it again. How about that? Haberlock. Flanagan, baseline. Smith's going to take it late and short, no good. And the rebound into the hands of Blauman. Panthers now back the other way. Crowd electric right now at Wenatchee High School. The rubber match between these two teams, and we've got contact again, and this is going to be on Lloydhammer.
This one's on Chase.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Logan Bailey again.
Okay.
That's his second consecutive foul. And we got a timeout called. 5:35 left to go, fourth quarter. Don't you dare go anywhere. Wenatchee 46, Eastmont 43. We're back with you in 30 seconds. We're back courtside, and Eric, as you look around the gym, not too many folks sitting right now, and even behind us, a few folks standing, but this is one of those games, isn't it?
I think that this is one of those, if I'm watching at home, I get up off my couch and I start getting further and further away towards the kitchen because I can't handle it. I got to pace back and forth, baby.
Absolutely right. About 2.5 minutes gone here in this fourth quarter. The Panthers' lead is 3, 46-43, Wildcat basketball. Calvillo hands it off to Smith with Long on him. Evan Smith, so dangerous as well from the outside. Now Wellborn on the baseline working against Camden. Lloydhammer, nice defense by Lloydhammer. Ball's loose and then picked up by Garrett Long. Nice job by Lloydhammer.
4 turnovers for Eastmont here in the second half. That could be a costly one there as they're down by 3.
Blauman, we approach 5 minutes left to go. Blauman, lob pass near side on the wing. Garrett Long gets a mini screen from Lloydhammer. Now a switch as Wellborn takes him. Long down on the baseline, and we've got an offensive foul called here.
Oscar Calvillo put himself in position for the drive, and Garrett Long went right into him.
Well, that's dangerous for Calvillo, too, playing with those 4 personal fouls.
Yep.
A little bit of perspiration on the floor as Calvillo will wipe it up himself. 4:54 left.
I think that's how it should be. I mean, it was from him.
I guess that does make it only right, doesn't it? Maybe that's what referee Simonson said. I didn't do it.
Should be a new rule. You make the floor wet, you clean it up. It's like at home, kids.
Right? Inbounds now. Here we go. Eastmont with it. Down by 3. Calvillo still scoreless here. Flanagan, the 3, never takes a shot and gets it to go. How about that? And we're tied up. Everybody's making shots tonight. Flanagan only played about a minute last night total. A lot of time here tonight.
You get a 3. You get a 3.
Right.
It's like Oprah out here tonight.
Can Bailey get a 3? No! And he does! It's good!
What's behind curtain number 2, Grant? It's a 3-pointer.
4:13 left fourth quarter. What a 3-point demonstration here tonight. And a steal. Long with the steal. Layup. Good, and he's fouled!
And that's on Calvillo, and that's number 5 on Oscar Calvillo.
He is out of here. No points on the night. 0 for 2 from the free throw line. He better watch himself or he may get a technical. Dylan Esparza now will go the rest of the way. Halfway gone in this fourth quarter. 5-point Panther lead as Garrett Long at the line to try and complete the 3-point play.
Not too many people as competitive as Garrett Long.
And not too many people could have made that shot either. Ball is no good, the free throw I should say. 14 on the night for Long. Panthers, can they maintain this lead? They've had a hard time doing it all night long. Now it's Esparza. Near side to Haberlock. He's got it in front of the Eastmont bench. Going to put up a long shot. No good. Wellborn the rebound, though. Nicely done. Haberlock had another shot. Don't take it, though, and dribbles out of traffic. Now to Esparza. Here's Wellborn for 3. No good. Another rebound, I believe. Who's got it? On the sideline was Blauman, and that'll go back to Eastmont.
I got to think that Wellborn or Haberlock, they got opportunities to cut into the lane, maybe draw some fouls
I
here.
just think the Lloydhammers have such an effect down low that it keeps them from going down there. Here's Wellborn, now to Haberlock, back to Evan Smith. He's not afraid to shoot it out there. Long again with that great defense. Smith drives inside the lane, takes the shot, no good. Offensive foul.
Beautiful positioning by Camden Lloydhammer underneath. Smith just drove right into his chest.
And I think it was the hustle defense by Garrett Long that really got that started for the Panthers, and we've got another timeout.
30 seconds.
We'll keep it here this time. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left. Catch your breath. Wenatchee 51, Eastmont 46.
I don't think there's any air left in this building, Grant.
Not a soul is left, that's for darn sure.
Broadcast on the NCW Live Channel brought to you by Confluence Health, dedicated to improve their patients' health with safe, high-quality care in 12 communities around North Central Washington. Also by BioSports Physical Therapy. Find them online at biosports.net. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Automoca. Visit one of their 6 locations in the valley, including the only Automoca with inside seating on 5th Street across from the college. What's your Automoca emergency?
So here we go, partner. 5-point Panther lead. 7 has been the biggest lead we've seen by either team. Eastmont has only had the lead briefly here tonight, but they seem to come storming back when they find themselves in a deficit, and they need to come back now. Time's running out.
Well, and it's to 3 or not to 3. That's been the story, really, for Eastmont all night long. They've hit the threes to bring themselves back. They've missed the threes that have resulted in some transition opportunities for Wenatchee at the other end.
Here's Long now. Full court pressure applied by Eastmont. Trying to get a turnover here. Lloydhammer down to Chase Lloydhammer. There's Long from 6. Good.
Beautiful ball movement. Good job of not panicking.
Long again, and he is hammered by Esparza. And Long is feeling it. Look at that. Panthers 7-point lead. Esparza's first foul. And that's 9 team fouls now. One more. Panthers will be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way.
What is that, 5 steals tonight for Garrett Long?
Oh, it's got to be. Long has only attempted 1 free throw, and he missed that one.
I think the 14 turnovers for Eastmont tonight, at least half have been forced turnovers, where they're not just giving the ball away. It's been taken away by Wenatchee.
I agree. Long made the first one. Biggest lead of the night now for the Panthers at 8. Here's for 9, and it's good. 18 in the ball game for Garrett Long. 55-46. This would be an upset right here. The Panthers at 4-4. Eastmont 7-2, and another turnover into the hands of the Panthers. They need to milk this clock now, and that's what Coach Williams is telling them to do. Settle down and run the offense.
Flanagan brought that ball down around his shoulder, and Panther was able to just reach out and touch it as he tried to pass it away, and gave it away.
Boy, Bailey just got hit right in the head by Haberlock. No call there, right in the head. And now it's Blauman as we get close to 10 seconds left here. Good pass down low. Lloydhammer at the buzzer, no good. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line. Panthers feeling it here at home tonight. This will be on Flanagan, his second. That'll send the sophomore Camden Lloydhammer to the free throw line.
It's just been great ball movement all night long by Wenatchee. That last time down the floor after they got the steal, Lloydhammers were in position and looked on their face like they were going to get in a hurry because they wanted to get that bucket badly, but instead slowed it down, gave a couple of extra passes, and allowed the Panthers to get the layup opportunity.
2:18 left to go. 2 shots coming up here for the sophomore Lloydhammer. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line here tonight. On the way, too hard off the back of the iron, no good. He'll get another one. This one will make it a double-digit lead, and we haven't seen that yet tonight. But like I said, Eastmont's been finding a way to storm back all night long. Free throw also no good, so Lloydhammer misses them both. And quickly down court, Evan Smith. He is going to put up a pro three-pointer. Nice rebound by Wellborn. Haberlock no good. Who's got this one? And once again, it's into the hands of the Wildcats and Evan Smith. They're kind of taking some wild shots now. Smith, and it's rejected by Lloydhammer.
They called a foul on that? Maybe on Lloydhammer.
Now the foul. Oh. Wow.
Oh, my.
Holy cow.
They're going to say it was after the shot.
Unbelievable, so it won't be a shooting foul. That was some kind of call there. As we are under 2 minutes left to go now, fourth quarter. Panthers still lead by 9. Haberlock to bring it in for Eastmont. What's going on here now?
A foul on defensively on
Bailey.
Wenatchee, because Bailey was trying to keep Wellborn from getting through the paint.
So that's 3 fouls on Bailey now. Here's Haberlock, baseline open, the shot taken, no good. Wellborn chases down the rebound. Minute 50 left. Smith now wanted to foul. He leaned into Long and drew the foul. Boy, that was advantageous for Smith there. As Long picks up his second personal, and I'll send Evan Smith to the free throw line where he has not been yet tonight. Only 3 points on the night, too, for Smith. Well under his season average. First free throw, no good.
Both times down the floor, Wenatchee free throw opportunities, Eastmont free throw opportunities. a chance for Wenatchee almost to ice it. Eastmont a chance to come back here. Got to have him.
Smith good on that one. He gets 3, remember. So 4 points on the night for Evan Smith. 55-47, 1:48 left. Free throw on the way. Smith good. Goes 2 for 3 on that trip. And a timeout called by Eastmont. Minute 48 left to go. Ball game. It's Panthers 55 and Eastmont 48. 30 seconds. We're back courtside. Stay with us.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
Of 48 as we are coming down the stretch here now at Wenatchee High School. The rubber match between the Eastmont Wildcats and the Wenatchee Panthers. Wenatchee won the first game of the season. Eastmont won the last one, and now here we are. The third game left in the Big 9 season with a minute 48 left to go, Eric. This has been a great game.
Wenatchee doing a good job defending the home floor here tonight.
Inbounds, it's long. Eastmont, you'd think, would have to come out and start fouling here eventually. Now Blauman. And they're not going to foul here yet anyway. Hands it off to Long. I think they're going to take their chances on this possession and then foul if they have to after this. As there's a foul as Smith a little bit rough. Right when I say that, of course.
You know,
it's the broadcaster's
night,
jinx.
Exactly.
Evan Smith is third personal. That'll send Nathan Blauman to the free throw line. Hasn't scored here in this second half. 9 first half points.
Double bonus rest of the way here for Wenatchee.
But he is 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Free throw on the way, no good. Blauman will get another one to get into double figures himself tonight. Garrett Long leading the way for the Panthers and Haberlock leading the way for Eastmont. This time it's good. So Blauman goes 1 for 2 on this trip, and it's an 8-point Panther lead. One thing you don't want to do here, Eric, foul and stop the clock. Make Eastmont work for it. Here's a Esparza, wing, Wellborn. That's the guy you want. Shooting good! His first bucket of this fourth quarter. And that's his third three-pointer of this second half as he bounces it off. Bailey bounces it off Wellborn's leg and out of bounds, and it will be Panther basketball. 5-point lead with 1:13, Eric. That's plenty of time still. Bailey now lob pass into Blauman as he streaks down the sideline. Esparza chasing him. Nice ball movement. And he steps on the sideline.
Oh my.
Turnover, and it goes back to Eastmont.
Only the 6th of the second half, but that is a crucial one right there with Eastmont trying to come back. Travis Williams slaps his hands together. Oh, I can't believe that happened.
Minute left to go. 5-point Panther lead. They've led by 10 here tonight. Flanagan gets it over to Esparza, who drives into the lane, can't take the shot. Flanagan, and then it's knocked out of bounds by Garrett Long, and it will remain Eastmont basketball. 48 seconds left to go.
Well, Wenatchee knows they're going to try to camp out and make a three from outside.
Absolutely.
And they're defending every single pass that's made.
Esparza, 14 on the shot clock. Panthers have. Three is taken by Wellborn. Look at Blauman get up for that rebound. Now it's Long as he is fouled by Wellborn. And that'll be Isaac Wellborn's 4th personal foul.
We will have a post-game show here on the NCW Live channel. We'll talk to some of the combatants here tonight, and I think Garrett Long definitely one of those that we'll try to grab and talk to after the
At the line. 18 points on the night, can add to that here. He is 2 for 3 from the free throw line so far in the game. First one, good. 19 for Garrett Long. 6-point Panther lead. It seems like that's kind of been the lead all night, hasn't it? 5 to 6 points.
Yep, they got it as many as 9 here in the second half.
Long free throw, second one, gets the roll, it's good. He's got 20. 35 seconds. Panthers now just hands up to make Eastmont earn it here. 29 seconds. Smith Looking for the three, puts up the shot. Boy, thought he had it. Rebound, nicely done into the hands of Blauman. Took it right away from Haberlock. Haberlock grabs him down the sideline, forced to foul with 17 seconds. Haberlock, his first foul of this game in a 58-51. Blauman so far on the night, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. All the Panthers have cleared out down into the Eastmont end. Blauman free throw, good.
Well, we talked about Eastmont being in second place of the Big Nine, coming in at 7-2. Wenatchee in third at 4-4. Looks like the Panthers are going to get this win to improve to 5-4. Left to go for Wenatchee. They'll play at Eisenhower on next Friday, and then host West Valley, and then travel to Moses Lake to wrap up the season.
Haberlock throws one up with 11 seconds left, no good. Camden Lloydhammer the rebound. Eastmont not going to foul now, no need to. Garrett Long dribbling at half court, 2 seconds, one, and that is the ball game. Our final score here at Wenatchee High School, the Panthers 60 and Eastmont 51. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and we'll come back for the post-game show on the NCW Life Channel right after this.
No calories, no sweeteners, all smiles. Bubbly sparkling water. Crack a smile.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
At Harvest Valley Pest Control, we know you are committed to making your home and business a healthy and pest-free place. Hi, I'm David. Give us a call and we'll give you a firm price over the phone and schedule a time that works for you. We'll do an in-depth 30-point healthy home or business inspection and craft a customized plan of action designed specifically for your pest issue. Give us a call or visit our website today.
Hi there. It's Les Schwab Tires. Well, more like Les Schwab alignment and brakes and shocks and wheels and tires. Now, some tire places don't offer all that. They only sell tires. And we're not sure how they sleep at night, because all those services affect things like steering and stopping. That's why we offer more than tires to help keep you safe. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
All right, we are back at Wenatchee High School, and joining me now, our NCW Life Player of the Game, Garrett Long. Unofficially, Garrett, 20 points on the night. And it looked like you guys were kind of on a mission here tonight. Is that the case?
Yeah, we were out for revenge because they beat us last time. So, I mean, we definitely just practice all week and just focus on them. So.
And you know, last time you played at Town Toyota Center, you guys didn't play your best game that night. You came out a little flat. I saw your reaction after that game with, I think, your relatives outside in the lobby at Town Toyota Center. That left a bad taste in your mouth, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, ever since then, I've just been on a mission just, to prepare for Eastmont. So, I mean, and it worked out, so.
So a good game last night against Sunnyside. You guys played solid. Another good one tonight. A couple of games left in the Big Nine. How you feeling about this team down the stretch?
Feeling good. I mean, we have a great team. So we only lost one senior from last year, and we won the district championship. So, I mean, we're pumped and we're excited.
So Eastmont is a tough team to play, aren't they? They have so many great three-point shooters and then some jumping ability down low. What'd you guys do in that zone to kind of keep them from shooting threes tonight?
We just stay composed. We stay tight-knit, so they couldn't get in the gaps or whatever. So, I mean, we just had to stay composed and just play hard.
Once again, you're our player of the game, 20 points unofficially tonight. Congratulations and best of luck down the way.
All right. Garrett Long, once again, our player of the game. We'll take another 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with more post-game from Wenatchee High School right after this.
My name is Brian Thorpe. I own Global Car Care in Wenatchee and have been here for about 25 years.
Brian started Global Car Care as Brian's automotive alternative on Orondo Street.
Some customers were following Brian since Brian's automotive time.
No, we're just grateful to be part of this community. This is where I grew up. We want to do our part to be a valuable part of this community. We want to thank you for trusting our business for 25 years.
Post-game show continues now as we are joined by Wenatchee head coach Travis Williams. And coach, you told me in the pregame what you wanted to do was slow things down a bit tonight, and you did that.
Yeah, I mean, we got to get back to our identity, okay? That's what makes us a good team, controlling the tempo, forcing teams to play more than 5 to 10 seconds to defense. And we've done that the last 2 games, and I think we're seeing the results. So
I think my partner Eric thought what was the difference for you tonight, that zone defense. It was so tough against a very good shooting team.
Yeah, no, we've had a lot of breakdowns in our man, and so we decided to give this a try, and we've been working on it the last couple of weeks pretty solid, and the kids are doing a great job of flying around, knowing where shooters are, and communicating in it. So,
because Eastmont's a tough team to defend, aren't they?
They are. They got a lot of talent on the perimeter, and it's like you're always trying to rotate and cover up and get a hand up in shooter's face, and they'll still hit threes. But I thought the big difference tonight was we limited what they got in the paint.
And coach, now you're at 5-4 in the Big Nine as you have a few games left. You had a solid game last night, a solid game tonight. You got to be feeling good about your few games left now.
Well, I think it's the first time where we played 2 back-to-back good, solid games in the same weekend all season. And that's what it takes this time of year. And fortunately, we did that this weekend, but we got to make sure we're doing that these last 3 games.
Coach, thanks so much for joining us as always, and congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
All right, we'll take a quick 60-second timeout. We'll come back, and Eric and I will wrap it up from the high school right after this.
At Harvest Valley Pest Control, we know you are committed to making your home and business a healthy and pest-free place. Hi, I'm David. Give us a call and we'll give you a firm price over the phone and schedule a time that works for you. We'll do an in-depth 30-point healthy home or business inspection and craft a customized plan of action designed specifically for your pest issue. Give us a call or visit our website today.
At Town Toyota, we believe in our community, and we're proud to support this broadcast of local sports. Town Toyota defines reliability and value in both its products and in the dealership itself. We are home to legendary products like the RAV4, Highlander, and Camry, not to mention Tundras and Tacoma trucks. Of course, we offer service for everything we sell, and a great selection of pre-owned and certified vehicles as well. So enjoy the game and visit Town Toyota for all your automotive needs.
Welcome back once again here on the post-game show. What a game here tonight. First of all, back and forth all night long. We had 6 different lead changes. We had 4 different ties in this one, but Wenatchee just a little bit too strong inside versus the outside game of Eastmont down the stretch, Grant.
And like we just talked with Coach Williams, that zone defense, I think, was the difference for the Panthers tonight. They chased that ball around, limited three-pointers, even though Eastmont's going to get their fair share of three-pointers in the game. But I think that zone defense was the difference, and the Lloyd Hammers height down low.
Absolutely. The wall of Lloyd Hammer, as we called it several times on the screens, offensively, defensively, did a great job clearing up the glass tonight. Still some great individual offensive performances for both teams.
Well, we mentioned Garrett Long, 20 points leading the way for the Panthers. Also 12 on the night for Nathan Blauman. Those were most in the first half. 11 points for Logan Bailey. I thought he played really well off the bench for the Panthers tonight. And 6 points for Camden Lloydhammer, 8 for Chase Lloydhammer. Meanwhile, Isaac Wellborn, like he always does, 20 points as well for Eastmont tonight. 17 for Trey Haberlock. He hit 5 3-pointers in the game tonight. Eastmont made 11 3-pointers in this ball game, by the way. 17, as I mentioned, for Haberlock, and 5 points for Evan Smith.
Well, I think if you're Wenatchee, you'll take those pointers from three-point land if they get nothing inside, and Eastmont didn't get a lot inside here tonight as the Wenatchee Panthers improved to 5-4 with a win. Eastmont falls to 7-3 with a loss. Eastmont's got 2 games left of the Big Nine schedule, Wenatchee with 3, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens here down the stretch. Meanwhile, in the first game of the night, it was the Wenatchee Panthers getting the victory, getting themselves at least assured that number 6 spot to the Big Nine, and a chance to get into the district play-in for Eastmont. They're just going to play out the stretch.
They have such a young team. We saw a lot of freshmen tonight, a couple of sophomores for Eastmont. I think this is going to be a team to reckon with over the next couple of seasons.
Well, congratulations to those that were inducted into the Hall of Fame tonight. Isaiah Brant Sims, also Dylan Sugg, and to Coach Jay Young, also inducted here tonight. We appreciate you joining us, and thanks to our crew here as well. Jessica Nunez is up top on camera number 1. We've got Anna Nelson here on camera 2. Josiah Davison filling in for Dan Kutz doing our line production here tonight. And of course, Malcolm Whitehall back in the studios. For Grant Olson, I'm Eric Granstrom. Thanks for joining us for Big Nine Basketball here on the NCW Life Channel, your home for local sports. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching High School Sports on the NCW Life Channel. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Harvest Valley Pest Control, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Les Schwab Tires, Biosports Physical Therapy, Impact Auto Sales, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Town Toyota, Automoca, JDSA Law, and Weinstein Beverage. This concludes today's coverage of high school sports on your home for local sports, the NCW Life Channel.